I think we're hot.
We're the hottest boys.
Lick it up! Lick it up!
Give it to me. You don't care how this fight turns out anyway.
Hey man,
Shut up.
Don't be reading your stories on
Have
the
you
pod.
completely
That's
lost it?
crazy.
I
Stop.
can't give it to you.
We're going to get a
on.
copyright strike.
What are you doing?
Get lost, pervert.
They know the words. They know the words.
Just sing it if you know it. Sing along
Sing along if you know it. All right.
to whatever obscure
let's get a
anime
clap at
is.
the top.
All right, clap at the top. You've got the clap.
Nice.
Welcome back, you idiots.
What's up, loser?
Number 12,
This is
dude.
how we do.
We graduated from the phone game. Now we're on the camera.
A lot of people were saying we were only going to make it to 11. Fuck those people.
Oh, yeah. dude.
All of you.
Proving the haters wrong again. What are you going to do with all these pixels you've got now? Losers. Probably not. Well, probably it'll be
Nothing.
essentially, hopefully, the same podcast. The same soul at the center.
Yeah, this is
But just look a little better.
exactly. We've taken this podcast to the next level.
That's what you do. You get to 11,
And then you ascend.
you take it up a notch.
You radically
We've
ascend.
got-
So
dude.
comfortable, already yawning. Doesn't even matter.
Who cares? I'll go
So
to
tired
sleep on
reading
this
his
podcast.
stories.
Yeah, you can
dude.
watch me snooze.
You're putting yourself to sleep with your stories.
With your anime stories on your
with
phone.
my manhwa.
With your
Manhwa.
Yeah, I'm reading Tower of God. It's pretty much the greatest story in fiction ever fucking written.
Wow.
Greatest
Also
story
the
ever
Bible.
told.
That's
Yeah.
like the Bible, though, isn't it?
Did you say fiction?
I said fiction.
Damn, Chris.
The
Chris,
Tower of God, or the Power of God? What
Tower.
are we talking?
Tower of God.
Tower of
Oh, that
Power?
was just the Bible. I don't know.
I want to tell this story. I was
Different
hoping
tower.
to tell this story a little later in the podcast, but 30 seconds up top is going to be good enough. Oh, wait. Let's do a little
Let's
introduction.
do a little intro.
You
We
do
got
it.
Chris Moody down on the end. What up, loser? We got Zach Moody next to him. Zach Moody.
Zach
Never
Moody.
mind, dude.
Zach Moody.
Everyone's
Yeah.
Moody today.
Yeah, hey.
Chris Moody, Zach Howard, Cole Watson, TJ Nickerson.
Welcome back.
Also known
losers.
as 1911.
Yeah, I mean,
We like having you guys around.
Tossing out the nickname.
Cole
got a
got a
new
new
nickname.
nickname. He bartended a wedding this weekend, and it took a second to figure out that some dudes had thought he said his name was Colt. And so they were like, oh, what's up, 1911? Because they sound like they were probably the cool guys at this wedding.
Yeah, they were definitely from Miami.
They know guns. They know gun models.
Those guys are gun guys. Yeah.
And they also steal people's crypto.
Hell yeah.
I hope
Those
so.
guys at that wedding?
Yeah, those guys. Yeah, the Miami
know?
guys. Yeah.
Anybody who lives in Miami is mining
They
crypto
stole
for
I
sure.
mean,
Crypto.
I believe it. I mean, the dude tipped us.
in Bitcoin.
He just was like throwing in 20s every hour.
Oh, that
It was,
rules.
dude. He could have whatever he wanted.
What did?
Where was the wedding at?
It was at the event space at I Love Bowling.
No,
Oh, no
I was
way,
about to
dude.
say
You
that
swear
when
to
you
God.
sent us the picture. I was like, "Are you at a shitty quinceañera at I Love Bowling?"
Yes.
I never
I
said
love
it.
bowling.
That's great.
That's
Shout out to
kick-ass.
I Love Bowling.
Yeah.
Guys,
Here's to you. I love bowling.
Were you guys ripping a hookah the whole time?
No. It was actually quite nice up there. A lot of nice liquors.
That's where the open mic is.
Yeah,
in
I
that
know.
room.
Yeah.
Which is
on
insane.
Sundays, right?
I know.
I think it's Saturdays, unless they
Saturdays.
changed it.
That's where guys from Miami with crypto buying alcohol
They go
would
to
be.
I
They
Love
go
Bowling.
to I Love
Yeah.
Bowling.
In your professional opinion, as a first-time wedding bartender, do you think these Miami cats, and if you don't want to sell them out, blow up their spot, that's fine. Do you think they were on the yayo?
Yayo.
Do you think they were dusting between rounds?
You know, I didn't put two and two togetger,
You
But
seldom do, bro.
but I'm gonna think that it is quite possible. It's quite possible
Did
because
they seem excited for people who are in their late 30s or whatever?
Seldom do. What's that?
Or are they seriously interested in what you had to say?
they wanted to. I mean, they hugged me at the end of the night,
Yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
but
I
I
just drooled fucking soda on my shirt. Sorry.
damn.
That's
was
God
awesome.
putting you back in your
I know.
place.
It's my bad, dude.
Oh yeah,
This
I
is
know.
what I deserve.
I know.
So
is what I
it was at
deserve.
I Love Bowling. Was it a big wedding?
I mean, yeah, there was like 150 people there.
Nice.
Yeah,
But I
that's a
mean,
big one.
like I said, they were also making me take shots. So
Yeah, they were excited.
yeah, so obviously I wasn't noticing everything.
So a couple more questions before we move on to Zach's very important story. Obviously, we don't want to get too far out.
In these deep waters.
In your professional opinion, with your astute powers of observation, do you think that the bride and groom has a pretty good chance of making it? Do you think they're gonna
let us know.
Take it the distance?
Absolutely.
That's what's up.
Absolutely.
Were they Hispanic as well?
No Hispanics. It was Vietnamese and white.
Nice.
Oh,
but
interesting.
then, well,
The
these
wife
guys
was Vietnamese.
from Miami were Vietnamese?
No,
They were white?
They were whites.
Hispanic.
What, you just said
Wow,
no
well,
Hispanics?
But I'm talking primarily.
In the
No other Hispanic.
People from
Yes,
Miami
yes.
don't count.
Well, I don't know if he was Hispanic, but I mean,
Were these guys
he had a
dropping the
Miami
bomb?
accent.
First of all,
which is Hispanic.
it would be hilarious if you were like, no, Vietnamese, dude. What are you talking about? Like, you know, the Vietnamese guys.
They pretty much walked over.
Okay. So you feel confident? So that interracial couple,
Yes.
white,
Oh, nice.
Vietnamese.
Love
That's
is
beautiful.
Love is love.
Yeah.
dude. That's
good
Very
blend.
few beers handed out.
I love love.
Lots of liquor.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Lots of
blend.
liquor. And the Vietnamese love Corona. That was the only beer that I was handing out.
Nice.
Interesting.
They love Corona.
Very
But you
cool.
didn't even have Vietnamese beer?
The man, the groom stocked the bar,
Oh, interesting.
but it was
What's the tradition? It's usually the groom's dad or family who stocks the bar.
Yeah, I think
this was
that's
not a
right.
young man. This was an old man.
Oh, tell us
This is
about
an
it.
old
Was
man.
there a big gap? Hold on.
Wait,
was it
the
a,
groom was an old
No,
man?
no. The groom was probably in his 50s.
Ooh.
and he's Vietnamese?
No, white. And the Vietnamese lady was probably in her late 40s. Honestly, she could have been 105 or 20.
Yeah.
She looked fantastic.
That's the way they
Yeah.
are, dude.
I mean, she looked
the way
great.
they are. It's all that
I feel like that's always the case. It's the older white guy with the Asian woman.
Oh, yeah.
No? Or am I wrong?
Yeah. No, you're right. Yeah.
Yeah,
Or
you are
older
bringing up a thing,
man
people, also.
with a young Asian / girl boy.
It's
I'm not going
definitely
to
a-
besmirch these people,
It's
fellas. They
definitely
were
a
great.
fetish that if you
No, I'm
enjoy
talking
and
in
you live around here,
generalities.
it's achievable.
Yep.
It is achievable.
This is achievable.
Gwinnett County is rife with this situation, which, in a good way. I
He's
don't-
got options.
Rife maybe makes it
Yeah,
sound
rife
bad.
is bad,
This
dude.
is great. It's great.
I
love
was
it.
just speaking in generalities, by the way. I wasn't besmirching the beautiful groom.
Of course.
So you didn't see
and-
the ceremony, though, right?
No, it was just a reception.
Just a reception.
Yeah.
They didn't have the ceremony at I Love Bowling, I hope, right?
No.
That would be
That
awesome.
makes a lot of
No. It was just a party.
They had it on a lane.
Yeah,
No, it was.
She
It
walks
wasn't.
down the lane.
Yeah.
I'll tell you.
No,
I'll
I'm
tell you
saying the
if I-
ceremony
oh,
was
yeah,
downstairs.
yeah.
Oh God.
If I had to guess, these people. This sounds like these people got married at the lake. You know,
Probably
Yeah.
some.
second or third
That's
wedding.
pretty
You
far
know,
away from. I mean,
Not
it's
really.
not super far, but
zippity doo dah right down
just take
85.
a quick.
I don't think the wedding was even that day.
Oh yeah, that's probably true
Oh,
too.
okay.
Oh, they could have had it out at
Maybe
a country or out of state wedding, and then
They
had a
probably went to Destin.
big part.
Oh, yeah.
They probably got married
They
on
got a Destin
the
wedding.
white
A
sands of Destin
Haitian
Forest.
wedding.
Yeah.
That sucks.
That's awesome, dude. And you
That's
guys
great.
made buku money
Yeah. And that's the first time I've ever done any sort of
tending.
tending service industry. The only other thing I've done is like fucking fold clothes at PacSun, and
You, I bet, are a. I'm gonna say this, and I believe this with all my heart. Incredible bartender, as the in terms of like the human side of being a bartender.
yeah, they wanted
You're
to
a good
talk to me.
sponge.
Yeah, they enjoyed talking to me. I enjoyed talking back.
Catching
I dapped up a lot of
hugs,
people.
Dapping up.
Nice,
pretty
dude.
sick.
Good energy.
It was odd that they wanted to hug me at the end of the night, but
I
am
want to hug
quite
you every time I
huggable.
see you.
How sweaty were they for this hug?
Honestly, we were both sweaty as hell. Funny enough,
You're a sweaty guy.
my lady was like, "You look like a cocaine dealer," because I was wearing a.
Oh, they were trying to get in.
They thought I had the coke because I wore a nice black button-up shirt, but then like gnarly black denim jeans.
Oh, yeah, of course.
And then the Crocs.
No. I wore some
So-
Nikes,
Tiger Crocs.
dang.
Tiger Crocs, baby.
Tiger Crocs.
I wore some black Nikes, and I didn't realize, but my top button was undone,
Oh, dude.
and my hair was slicked back. I looked clean as hell.
Dude, you just straight out of Miami,
dude.
dude.
You
Tryna-
look like you're about to make it snow.
Yeah.
You might just-
They probably thought it was snowing back there because I probably had maybe 10 shots and was perfectly fine.
Wow.
Rip.
But that might just be the power of Hennessy.
Hell yeah, dude. That could just be. That's
Or
maybe
just-
why the black community's all over it, dude.
Dude, Hennessy rules.
I have no problem with it. It's great.
I've only cooked with it prior.
Oh, okay.
It's tasty. It tastes.
Were you making some sort of fucking coq au vin or something?
No,
what were you
it's
cooking
like,
with Hennessy for?
bro. You make a nice demi glaze with it, like any sort of like sauce. Throw some cognac in that.
Hennessy
shit. It's gonna be
reduction
it's
sauce.
delicious.
Cognac
It's sweet.
sauce is tight.
Yeah, it's delicious. Throw a little mushrooms, a little butter.
Butter.
10 shots,
we got
no
the
buzz.
food, dude.
This is how we
I'm
open
sure
every
he was
podcast.
buzzed.
How drunk did Cole get yesterday?
This is
Yeah.
Recipe.
tradition.
No,
And then we're ready to
I
go.
had 2 Topo Chicos yesterday.
Oh yeah, the wedding was
seltzers.
Saturday.
The wedding was Saturday.
But you did get pretty drunk on Saturday.
No, I was fine.
That's what he's saying.
I was-
he was.
I was-
You're saying that the Hennessy kept you straight.
It kept me strong. I was taking out the trash, man. I was.
You might
I
have
don't
been
think-
on cocaine.
Maybe when those
cocaine
guys
will let
hugged
you
you.
drink as much as you want. You'll never get drunk.
One of the guys like
You're
tried
taking
to.
out the trash.
He pretended
start
he was brushing my
businesses.
teeth with his fingers. It was crazy.
He shoved his fingers in my
It's like,
mouth.
Here you go.
And then my teeth felt numb. Oh man, no, yeah, it was a good time.
Sometimes if you're just sweating and moving and grooving,
Oh yeah, but like
it's a little less likely to take full hold because you never get the sit down, stand up thing.
Yeah.
no, it was just constant moving the entire time.
I don't think Hennessy is like a high.
I think it's like 40%.
Yeah, it's probably on the lower end.
Cognacs, I think, run like 30s.
Yeah, 40.
Okay.
Yeah. Depends on the Hennessy. Like Hennessy Black is a little stronger,
Right.
but most of them are in that 40.
This
To
one was like one of the
46,
nicer bottles of Hennessy. And then they had this other one. I'm butchering the pronunciation. It's
I'm
like
more of a Cavatier guy with it. Cavatier.
yeah, it's like Cavoursier or something like
Yeah,
that.
it's Cavatier.
Is that how you say it?
He's saying it
You never
with a list.
You never
but he's
seen
saying it.
You never seen the ladies, man? He's like,
Oh, yeah.
He's like,
Nope.
he's like, if you want to pick yourself up a nice lady, you can get you a bottle of Cavatier and go down to the bus stop.
I thought he was doing like a real soft Mike Tyson.
No, it's Tim Meadows. Shout out to Tim Meadows,
Great.
famous
Great guy.
Oh,
comedic actor and comedian Tim Meadows.
Shout out, dude, if you're out there.
Ladies, man.
If you're watching.
man. No, it was very fun. We worked all day, dude. We had this restaurant, Su Jang.
Oh, yeah, you were
beforehand.
texting
I
us
texted
about
y'all about that.
Jang Su
Had
Jang.
this
Love it.
king beef short rib soup, and it was like. I think that also gave me special powers because it was the cleanest thing I've ever eaten.
Those
It was
broths.
amazing.
Oh, snap.
It was out of
That's
this
what I was
world.
gonna say. Is like you couldn't tell how old the Vietnamese lady was. It's because there's so much collagen in pho broth,
Soup.
and that all of the soup countries keep it tight.
They do well.
High and tight.
They
It
keep
is awesome.
springy.
They
Face
do well.
skin. They just look. It is the fountain of youth. A big, fatty, collagen-y broth.
I honestly want to go back today.
We need to soup again.
I want to
Bring
go
back
back.
soup.
Bring back soup, dude, in a big way.
Yeah, but this time I was definitely gonna get the bulgogi next time.
Ooh.
I think
Fire.
people
No.
got off the soup because of Panera started killing people with lemonade.
of course.
To be able
Could be
to
the
just like,
case.
yeah.
But
That
also,
electric lemonade.
I think America did what America does. No offense. Obviously, we're big America here.
We do it. Yeah, we're part of it.
But like soup never needed to be in a bread bowl.
Or
God,
in
I
a,
was gonna mention that.
No, my bad.
No, in a good way. I'm
Same
glad you brought it
wavelength,
up.
yeah.
Because the bread bowl was the biggest failure of mankind. It's like the
real.
worst medium.
Yeah. If you've ever been hungover and eaten some soup like that, you're like, oh, I'm back.
it's great. Yeah.
And it's powerful.
Yeah.
After you eat a bread bowl at Panera, you're like, I
Suicide.
hate. Why are we at this?
Suicide.
Why are we
Yeah.
at this shopping center?
I think you could go
I'm
even.
getting
I'm
mad
suddenly-
sitting here thinking about it.
Suddenly
Yeah, I'm
racist
getting
at this
pissed off.
point.
God, I have a fucking bread bowl. Listen, I think you could even peel it back further than the bread bowl, and I think
peel
really
it.
what killed soup was the can.
Ooh, the
Well,
can?
yeah, the
Okay.
can is not a great.
Now hold on, the chicken noodle soup when you're sick in a
Of
can.
course.
What you gonna do, man?
Or even
Yeah,
when
yeah.
you're making a grilled cheese,
Fine,
you
yeah.
just
Yeah, throw in
warm
the
up
tomato sauce.
and, and flavor it up a little
But
bit.
that's
just tomato.
that's sort of what I'm saying is a problem. Is that like instead of having a nice, rich, well-made soup that you slave over
Yeah.
for a couple of hours, it's just as easy to just eat some salt out of a can.
Right.
I agree.
No, you're absolutely right. Like
Right.
a great pho broth that a grandma, Vietnamese grandma makes takes like 2 days.
Yeah,
and then
right.
they use some of it in the next batch. I think I could be wrong. I've been wrong before.
Well, here's
Yeah.
the real
Yep.
issue with that. Like, so you're sick, right? Well, you don't have someone to make this for you because women have jobs now. They need to get back in
that's
the
true.
kitchen.
We figured out what happened to soup, I think.
Yeah, damn, dude.
It's because women have jobs.
Bread bowls, cans.
We need the ladies.
To get back to the kitchen and make good soup.
Yeah.
So we can have soup.
real soup too, dude.
We're on our way to making some real progress with
Oh,
everyone.
my
If
God.
you use the carcass
We're
of
figuring
dead
it out.
animals to make your base.
It's
That's
true.
how they do
Or at the very least, ladies, make sure you get even better jobs, and I'll make the soup.
We'll make the soup.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
make
point.
dope soup.
That's a great point.
I
I'll make
honestly am a
soup.
big fan of that. I would love to be a stay-at-home
Dude,
dad.
be a
That would
stay-at-home
be so cool.
It'd be so cool not to get home from work and then be like, "Can you fix this thing?" It's like, I've been fixing things all day. I don't want to fix nothing.
Let
But
me
if
tell
I'm
you-
home, I'll just fix all the stuff that's broken.
Let me tell you, as some, and again, my wife is a stay-at-home mom, and I love her for that.
How's she at soup?
And she's great. She's great. She's great at soup. We do soup quite regularly.
It's too bad there's none on the stove right
But
now.
for what you just said about being a stay-at-home dad, pump the brakes on that. Though.
Yeah, I
it's
mean-
pretty hard.
Obviously, it is
I know
tough.
it's as hard as being a surgeon. I know.
It's not.
I
as,
know.
It's not
I
as
know.
mentally. It's not as.
It's like being a neuroscientist,
taxing,
but with like
but,
children and.
It
know.
is. It is frustrating.
Goddamn, SpongeBob's not
yeah.
working today.
Yes,
Let's
yeah,
try The
yeah,
Lion
yeah.
King. Oh
I'd rather go to work, dude. Work is easy.
Are you doing Bill Burr's bit? Are you doing Burr's bit right now?
Is that his bit?
I think he has something where he's like, "Being a mom is the hardest job in the world."
Oh, does he?
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
He's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
"Oh yeah, it's definitely not."
It's definitely not.
septic tank guys or whatever he says. I thought that.
It's definitely not the hardest
No,
So I
job.
had to. I was
no,
like, "Easy, bro."
I don't think it's a very novel thought, though.
No, yeah.
to be like,
No, and I think the proof is in when
I'm just
when
wa-
you meet the stay-at-home dad guys
Yeah.
who have been at it for a while, and you're like, "What have
Yeah.
you been up to?" And they're like,
Nothing.
they can't make
Yeah,
eye contact.
they're a little shell shocked.
You guys have been around me for like just the past couple of weeks. Can you imagine if I just continued to descend into madness? What would I be like?
But you
in 6
haven't
months?
fully embraced your role. You know you're going to transition out.
I can't though. You can't fully. You become that thing that TJ was just saying. You become this just like.
Yeah,
Soup.
idle,
You
idle
become-
hands, dude.
You become the soup.
You're like, well, I've ran out of places on the house where I can add an extension.
Yeah.
There's really just so now I'm thinking about digging a big hole and dropping a
Yeah.
shipping container, making a bunker.
Well,
Which
this is
is
what you do.
cool.
You start adding weights to all your kids' toys, so they get big and strong.
jacked
They have no
kids.
There you
idea
go.
that they're working out.
I like this jacked kids.
Yeah, we're
Yeah.
going. Yeah, big babies.
Because-
We like that.
You heard
It's
it
like
here
Baby
first.
Yeah.
Gronk, you know. You
Baby
see,
Grunt or Baby Groot. Yeah.
I see Baby Gronk, and
Gronk.
my immediate thought is not huge. He's just a regular kid.
well, yeah,
Dang,
he hasn't
dude.
hit puberty yet.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Like,
he's
I'm-
just like a.
I do think
Child.
if kids get jacked also too early, I think they stunt their growth. They end
Yeah,
up being
it
like
definitely
short
does. Have you seen those like?
kings.
I'm gonna shout out. No, I won't shout him out. But this kid I played football with in.
No, I won't shout.
he's,
Yeah, fuck you, dude.
The Indian give a shout out.
I don't know if he would. I mean, he may.
People
you
still say that?
Shout out JJ Koch, dude, from freshman football,
Let's go.
who was a senior when I was in 8th grade, and he was like 5'3", but he was huge. And it's because he took steroids in like 7th and 8th grade.
Yikes.
How do you get his hands
Oh
on
my
that?
God.
I don't know, but he took steroids in 7th and 8th grade, and he just like stopped growing. It
He just grew.
What?
He just
Oh
grew
my
wide.
God.
Yeah, he just started
His
growing.
dad was like 6'3".
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What a bad family.
And JJ was a great athlete, and I think went on to be a youth pastor. So good. For
Did he
him.
stay 5'3"?
Yeah, little guy. Saw him at IKEA a couple years back. Still small.
Yeah,
Man,
man. He might not have wanted you to put that out there for him.
Well,
There's advantages.
I like him. I think he's a good guy, and
I think he probably learned a lot
I
from
hope
his
all
days
is well.
of growing up, of cycling. That's cool. Tell us your story, Zach.
Oh yeah. This is gonna be a hard break back to reading.
Oh,
Back to reading.
Back to reading, guys.
Pick up a book.
I got some. I guess some pretty troubling thing happened to me this week.
Ooh.
I decided a couple of days ago that I was going to get back into audiobooks. I was like,
nice.
you know what? I'm podcasted out. We're doing a podcast. I just can't keep. It can't be in this cycle. I need to bask myself in literature. So I downloaded a couple of copies of some different things and sort of was trying to parse out what I was going to read. And I decided that I was going to read Atlas Shrugged.
Oh wow.
The Ayn Rand sort of libertarian book, Atlas Shrugged. I was going to audiobook it. Got like 6 hours into this audiobook over the weekend. I'm sitting on the toilet yesterday. I'm looking at Ayn Rand's other works.
Yeah.
And I'm like, God damn, her books are long.
Yeah.
Luckily, Atlas Shrugged is only 15 hours.
Oh, wow.
Right? Because some of these other books are like 70 hours long.
Oh, my
Holy
God.
shit.
And I'm like, wait a minute. And then I go to my version of Atlas Shrugged, and I was listening to the abridged version of Atlas Shrugged.
The
So-
summary.
Like the summary version of the
Summarized
book.
version.
And so now I have to go listen to a 60-hour long
that's
version
awful.
of the
You have to rewrite.
But here's the
through
thing:
initial
you
6
don't
hours.
have to.
You realize-
really
Yeah.
don't.
You've
I'm gonna
never
tell you
actually
something.
read Atlas Shrugged. You're like, oh shit.
I
I've
told
been talking about
this
this
to-
book for years.
I told this to TJ. I was like, there are moments so far in the book. I mean, I've cut grass all day yesterday listening to this audio book, and I would be like, Jesus, did I miss something? I'm like, what is going on? What? The book takes all these like hard transitions. It's
Yeah.
like in the middle of conversations, we're just on to the next thing. I was like, this book is. I get why
weird,
people
yeah.
didn't like this book.
Oh, my God.
And then, it just turns out I'm audiobooking the Cliff Notes version.
You've
What
got
is
book
Atlas Shrugged?
Is a fifth the size of the regular book. What is Atlas Shrugged? I don't know. It's a book. It's like about the future, and it's sort of like a pro-capitalism book.
That's good.
Where like the society as a whole is sort of more socialistic, but just really about like business and the way that like business ethics take place, and there's like all this sort of like moralism in business, and people shouldn't be doing things for greed or wealth or anything, and then that mindset sort of cripples the economy, and then there's like these two pioneers who refuse to do that, and they just want to make money, and they want to invent and push things forward, and it's sort of a big critique of like so like people getting lazy and socialism.
Yeah, dude.
That sounds awful.
It's pretty good. I'll tell you the thing that is the weirdest part about it. Ayn Rand is a freak.
Shout out to her.
She's a freak.
Sexually?
She's a freak,
Super
dude.
Oh, wow.
There's she said there's a line that so far, and again, there may be way more lines.
Yeah,
because
there's probably a lot more lines.
There's lines you
Yeah.
haven't even heard yet.
there's
brother.
probably plenty I haven't heard.
That's great.
But she's in talking about one of these sex scenes. She said the main character's laying on the bed with her back arched in that way in which all men find women most beautiful. Chained.
What?
Oh.
No,
That is
God
wild.
damn.
Oh, I thought she was just gonna stop at the back arch. I was like, yeah, the
Chained.
back arch.
Yeah, that's wild.
Damn, I'm hard
Oh
as
my
hell.
Yeah,
God,
that's
that's wild.
Girls
And there's a lot of like bondage.
Right.
Like it's very,
Oh, really? Wow.
yeah, it's very
Probably symbolism for how she feels repressed as a woman.
very
Yeah.
I
interesting.
doubt it. I
Rand.
think it's obviously it's become really popular with 50 Shades and all that stuff. But and I've tried to work this into a bit, I think, before. But it's like this.
just-
Women want
ladies
to
like
feel like they're in the. Not all women, obviously. Whatever. But it's like
all women, all
everyone.
women feel this way.
maybe down to some primal thing, but it seems like from the evidence of these books that all women, at least in some way, would like a guy who is capable of violence to be the one who decides that they're special and they need to be protected. So you feel safe in the, but
100%.
also in control, but also like or
Yeah,
being
because
controlled.
all women
or
are
whatever.
dumb.
Well, I mean, all they had to do is not go for radicalization
Just
and
kidding.
change in their gender role, because 100 years ago, that's exactly what it was.
I knew Ayn Rand was going to get us back out into the
I just had to bring it back in. dude.
The thing
I
is
don't know why I'm
that
hating on women right
I
now.
know,
I love
relax.
it. They're so nice.
You remember
Yeah,
in
pretty
like
good.
episode 2 when you were like, women should thank us for not assaulting me.
Yeah, that's crazy.
forget about that.
I forgot all about that.
Right.
And, honestly, they should.
Write us a letter. I'm
They should.
doubling down on that.
Yeah.
That's great.
You guys got to understand that
I think
anything-
you texted me the next day and you were like, dude, you got to edit that part out.
I did.
And
I
then
did.
we lied to you and said, no, it's so funny, dude.
Yeah, no. And
Shit,
honestly,
Stands as a
I'm
testimony,
gonna get
dude.
in my truck after this. I'm gonna start driving to lunch, and I'm gonna be like, "What the fuck did I just
Why
say
do
on
I
that
always
thing?
just say stuff?
I just say
I got to stop just saying whatever.
Backpedal.
Yeah.
I gotta learn to drive forward.
Yeah, just keep the
keep
pedal down,
pushing,
baby.
dude.
Yeah, look,
Life's a
men,
highway.
women, we all just we get to a point, especially in our 20s, where we're like, I want it all. So it makes sense, plus, if you believe what some of the fellas on the internet say, at least the second wave of women's lib was perpetuated by the CIA.
No way.
Which is pretty wild, if it's true.
They got their hands in everything. Don't
They
Well,
they?
got
that-
you. They
this
got
is
their
like-
fingers in a lot of pies, brother.
This book, and look,
Allegedly.
I'm not.
My germs.
I haven't finished. I haven't finished.
Strong hand. All right, sorry.
Ooh, I haven't finished this book. I don't want to endorse this book, but there are some interesting things because this book was written in like '57 or something.
Right.
But there is all this like weird like the ethics of like people being like, oh, it's just so immoral to not use your money to for the benefit of others and all this stuff that's like
Right.
where they like use all that to trick people into being like, oh, this business is good because they do all these moral things.
Which is obviously a very interesting
Yeah,
thing where 60 years or whatever
Yeah,
we're
we're
at, 60
longer
years
than that,
later,
70
it
years
does
later.
seem like there are parts of the economy that may be being bogged down by like DEI or whatever. All these things where it's like, because I would imagine what the book probably gets to eventually is that at the end of the day, these people really do want to make money.
Yeah.
They're all just like lying and fronting and being like, we're selfless and we're doing all the right things. And it's like, maybe we should just see what happens if we take a bunch of the shackles off. And it's like, you obviously still don't want greed to get out of control, but some sort of purist free capital fucking
I guess-
market is kind of,
Yeah,
that's
and I
where
guess
innovation
my
comes from.
point
and
is, like,
striving.
if you were saying with if the CIA started this second wave of feminism, it's just like
Allegedly.
this is the way you sort of trick people into being like, don't focus on the bad thing. Focus on the moral, like the sort of ambiguous morality of things.
Right, because what you want to
Because
do
that's
is
more subjective.
what you want to do at the end
Don't
of
worry
today
that we're
is
dumping stuff into the ocean.
Right. Instead, what you want is to make sure that you're one of the people on Threads who gets to lay their head on their pillow every night,
Yeah.
feeling morally
Yeah.
superior to everyone
Tell
else.
us about this lady,
fucking
dude.
thread. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. There's a lady comic who I had been following for a while because I had seen some clips and I was like, oh, she's got some funny jokes, and I found her attractive. And then on Threads the other day, she was like, might fuck around and quit comedy, and it took everything in me not to be like, fine, do it, just stop talking about it, because it's just another like everything but the thing. You know why you'd want to quit comedy is because you've tried to like make allies on the internet instead of trying to write things you think are funny and things that make you giggle. The whole thing is just making people laugh. So if you're like, why won't it conform to what I want it to be? It's like, what are you fighting? Why are you trying to stand in the middle of the river and fight the current?
Yeah.
Make jokes.
Just be silly.
Just
You know?
be silly,
Be
dude.
silly.
But
Be silly,
instead,
goose.
there's just like body positivity podcast from comics, and you're like, what are you doing? It's
crazy.
Be body negative.
We could be
but,
body
but for fun.
Yeah, but really, right.
Cole, take your shirt off.
Huh?
I said, Cole, take your
Cole,
shirt
pop
off.
that shirt off, dude. We're gonna break you down.
No,
If you really-
you're not gonna
If you really
fucking
want to,
We're gonna
the
review
pants,
you.
too.
turn me into a sex symbol.
You know, what
Trying
would
to
be
get
silly,
everybody
but I also-
turgid up, yeah.
I think would be a good idea, but would also be silly. Like if in a capitalist market, if like every like 10 to 20 years, they just took all the money, and they just put it right in the middle of the country, and then everybody got wiped out. They didn't own anything, no money, and then we had to start from the outside of the country, and everybody just had to run towards the middle and just basically
as
like
much as
the
they could.
purge. But yeah, you basically just take as much as you can,
It's the
and then you
purge.
go settle down somewhere of your choice because nobody owns homes anymore.
It's
It's
the
like the great reset of capitalism.
It's the purge meets
The
rat
money's going to
race.
go
Yeah,
kind
right.
of
Yeah,
right
yeah,
back
exactly.
to where a lot of it is being
First of all,
held.
if we-
Major athletes, they're gonna
Well,
crush.
there already making a lot of money and they
Yeah.
deserve it, so they'll deserve it in that market
I
too.
say
I mean,
But
I
we
guess
have
they
trucks-
deserve
To
it.
keep
but
it fair, we
Of
don't
course,
take
yeah.
their money.
We don't take their
we
money,
let
yeah.
the athletes
You
chill.
let them
Yeah.
have it.
Yeah,
The
you
biggest
gotta-
problem I see, if we put all the money in the middle of the country,
Oh, that's true.
that's tornado country, dog.
That's true.
Well, that is the best way to distribute money.
And then the slow people that were like on the outside that are still
Did you
there, it
guys-
just blows the money to all the slow people on the outside of the country.
Cole's observation was the
What did he
best.
say?
That
Yeah.
That's the best way to redistribute the money.
Okay, just put it up in the
drop
tornado.
Yeah.
the entire GDP of America worth of cash in the middle of Tornado Alley and just
Yeah.
let,
There you go.
let
Yeah,
it,
yeah, yeah.
everyone
There
has
it
to
is.
play that
Yeah.
cyclone game where they're just
Just people running around with
Yeah.
Exactly. I think that's perfect.
Oh my god!
fucking
Yeah, like when you go to the
butterflies,
mall, and they're like,
100s.
"Get inside,
Yeah.
try to get into the tornado machine and try to catch all the dollars." I think we had that one time at a youth group event at
I've
church.
always wanted to do it.
I got like $11 and was like, "I'm the
Dude,
shit."
I would have taken my pants off. I would have been like
yeah.
using a.
You're
I would
like,
have tape on the inside of my shirt so it just clings onto
Oh,
it.
hell yeah.
I think though, no matter how hard you try, what's something like you're getting out of Dodge with like $60?
I think the key.
I would do it now.
The key is don't get distracted and try
Yeah.
to go everywhere. You just stay in one spot.
You know,
You lay
the
down.
guy that would win.
You cover the vents. You fucking absorb the money.
yeah.
You
just
Yeah.
put your
that guy from
tornado my ass.
what's his name? Oh, the villain from he was also in that new show, The Chimp Crazy. But the
Wait, Bad
villain,
Monkey?
yeah, the villain from Spy Kids. He
What?
had, yeah. Have you ever seen Spy Kids?
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
it? What's
he
his
had,
name?
He had the henchmen that were made of hands. They were just
Yeah, yeah,
hands.
yeah.
That guy would win.
The
Him
one-
and his henchmen. Yeah, the hand henchmen.
The hand henchman.
Yeah.
That's
You've never
true.
seen Spy Kids, Cole?
no.
It's
what?
Isn't
I don't
it
know
Steve
what I was
Buscemi?
doing.
No,
Yeah,
Steve
no,
Buscemi is a good
yeah.
guy. And he's the
Alan
one.
Cumming.
Alan Cumming.
Oh man,
That's it.
Yeah, he is.
you just have guys made of hands.
Is Alan? That's cool.
Back to TJ hating on that girl.
No, that was basically it. It's like to be wondering all the time why comedy isn't going the way you want it to be is the biggest distraction from writing jokes that you can find.
yeah.
So just write jokes and do jokes and stop doing crowd work.
Oh,
And that's for everyone. That's not for
Yeah.
anyone specifically.
Crowd work.
Cut it out.
Yeah.
If it happens, great.
Yeah, it's got to be organic. It's just like
It's got to be organic.
just and I'm speaking to all of us, including myself. Just write.
course.
Just do better. Write better jokes.
Yeah. If
Quit trying to have some sort of like social fucking like goal in mind to like change the crowd. Like no, make them laugh.
do the laughing first.
Yeah, right.
And
Do
then
the
if you-
laughing thing.
If you accidentally say something poignant and interesting on your way to making people laugh, that's very cool.
Yeah, if you accidentally Carlin it, just fucking
I think though
I don't
that this
know.
is the same thing for me with the like Jim Bowers or Jim Brewers and Ryan Longs of the world, and the Jeff Dyes of the world, where I'm just like, it's equally uninteresting on the other side.
No, of
to
course.
just be like, but the Democrats
And those-
the blah."
and those are-
it's just, yeah, it's the same
It's the same-
annoying
all the
shit.
same
It's
thing,
it's
dude.
like it's not like
I can't say the N word on stage.
Ah.
it's really crippling my
Yeah.
jokes.
And it sucks to see because, like, there have been plenty of moments where all three of those people you just named have been super funny.
Yeah, very funny.
And then you just get caught up in the clip monster, and you're like, well, you know what gets people fired up when I talk about women's
Yeah, how fat
sports or
Lizzo
whatever. Yeah,
is or
it's like,
whatever.
all right, cool.
Oh yeah, she is fat.
She
I
is.
heard she's lost weight.
She's on the Zempic, I think.
Yeah.
Oh, she is.
I
You
think
hate
she
to
still
see
weighs
people
about
on
450, but
She was
No,
no Zempic, and now she's on Zempic.
Yeah.
She's simped up.
Ah, dang, dude, that's crazy.
Well, here's the thing. It's like, and this is back on the body positivity thing. I think that the reason that she's losing all this weight is just because her fans are just like crazy and are mean to her.
Yeah.
And they're like, stop losing weight. Stop trying to be. You're,
they're treating her like Adele.
She's positive.
Yeah, I know.
exactly.
Like,
Like,
how
everybody
crazy
got
was
so like. It's like how I get body positivity, but isn't it okay to be like, I'd like to lose a little weight, you know?
just positively fat.
You know what
I'm fat.
You know what I miss? Energy.
I know.
For anything.
Have you seen that clip? It's
Or
like, I
feeling
don't know
good.
what show it's on, but it's like the white woman version of The View with like Kelly Clarkson and all them. And it's just all a bunch of larger
The
women.
white woman version of The View.
Yeah, the View is like
That's The View.
the most
you know?
racially.
Oh,
Yeah.
is it?
No,
What's the.
they always have whatever. The
A
view.
Whoopi is on The
Regardless.
View, but I mean, it's
Little
not for
Bob
black
It's
people.
not like, but he means
not
that
on BET.
you're saying an
Yeah.
all white.
Yeah, I'm saying it's just all fat white women, and then some old guy, and there some like weight loss question was brought up, and he was like, just like eat less and move more, and all the women were like, "Oh, how are you a doctor?
How dare you?
well.
Have you seen that?"
Yeah.
That's the great part too.
mean-
is when people who are clearly unhealthy start credentializing everyone, and they're like, "I will only listen to a doctor." It's like, have you seen some of these doctors? They're-
Have you seen My
up
600-Pound Life?
Up until this,
That doctor's so mean.
Yeah, up until the late '70s, doctors were like, "These are the kinds of cigarettes I like to smoke."
I think cools are fine.
The healthy cigarette. Yeah, it's crazy, dude. Because if you were being positive to your body, you would give it the things that it likes. I mean, chips taste good, ice cream tastes good, and there are ice creams that are dope. But it's like, if you were being nice to yourself, you'd give your body the things that it needs to feel good.
But I like that we
Be
have.
better.
I like that we have fatties.
Of course, it's nice to have.
It's crazy to every now and then see somebody out in the streets. It's like, whoa, dude.
Woo. Yeah.
I wonder what your house looks
I
like.
definitely would never be like, do Ozempic unless you are in immediate danger.
Dude, there are people out there. Me and my wife were watching this show. This girl, her goal was to get as fat as possible. Her words, quote unquote, were immobile.
Dude, that's
Yeah, she was
awesome.
600
if that's
pounds.
the goal,
If that's the goal, that's
she
cool.
had
That's
a
cool.
boyfriend. They actually found out she was
She-
pregnant at the end of the show,
She
so she
ate
had
him?
to lose weight. But his sole job was to come over and blend up Pop-Tarts with ice cream. I'm serious. And put it
See,
in
he
a
was
full
thin.
blender. And he was thin.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was a gamer.
Oh, my.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he literally.
You know that bull. He's got scraggly beard hair.
Did he seem
yeah, glasses.
strangely excited to fatten his
Oh,
girl
it
up?
was his fetish.
He
Oh,
wears,
my God.
he wears
Yeah, that was just his
glasses
thing.
that are terrible.
dude, it was a
And
real
she
life
would-
Tamagotchi pet.
Yeah,
That's why.
she would sit on the couch and he would make this concoction, and then she'd have a beer funnel next to her, and he would come in with the blender and literally just pour it down her go.
like, yeah,
yeah, you take
That's crazy.
That's
It was
Jesus,
wild.
ice cream.
Yeah, dude.
I mean-
so some people they want to be fat.
That's fine.
That's fine.
Be
That's
fat.
all right.
That's fine.
Capitalism, dude.
If
can
you
do what
like it
want.
so much, though, if somebody says, "Hey, you're kind of fat," you can't be like, "Ah."
Yeah,
Oh, yeah. Don't say that to me.
Right, dude.
But also, there's a little bit of like anything for a TV show.
Yeah.
that seems to be working itself into
yeah,
that.
100%.
Did you guys see the
I don't-
preview for Tim Dillon's new
It looks amazing.
Oh wow,
This Is America or whatever?
It's like yeah.
Jerry Springer,
Yeah,
but Tim
dude,
Dillon.
it's
Yeah,
wild.
that's awesome.
But that's kind of this. I mean, that's kind of like people just do crazy shit. They just get fat on TV and make their skinny gamer boyfriend make them eat Pop-Tart ice cream.
I mean, I know this
Actually,
is,
sounds super good, but
this will be an
Yeah.
easy sell for all of us, obviously. But I think Tim Dillon is onto something that like America sort of took off and like lost the plot on the thing. But when the days were just that, if you happen to be home during the day and nothing else was on, we were stronger as a country with Jerry Springer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Jesse
yeah,
Springer,
he did
Judge
bring us
Judy,
together.
Judge Joe Brown.
Right.
He
and
humbled
those
people.
were those were your like.
Well, it was like what not to do.
Right.
It's like you could turn the TV on in the day and be like, oh.
Yeah, as long
Okay.
as I avoid being on
Don't
Springer,
do that.
I did all
yeah,
right.
no,
Yeah,
for
yeah.
real. Yeah, that was the litmus test.
But I think what it
Litmus.
was old girl Catch Me Outside.
Dr. Phil.
That was
Yeah.
that was like a big
Yeah,
she
baby.
got famous.
Right.
like
And
too
that
famous.
was that was to me a big breaking
It's a
point.
big turning
Where it
point.
was
It
like,
was, 'cause
oh,
then
dude,
it
this
opened that door.
Yeah, it's like you can just. I mean, obviously, you could say that about the Paris Hilton. You could say that about the Kardashians.
Right,
There's
right,
been
right.
other examples of this. But
As soon as an example,
she was like
Right.
nobody.
Yeah.
She was just some fucking slut.
brat to her parents.
She's a cock
I mean,
tease.
she
Okay.
Oh, you
Paris
so
Hilton
you-
gave it.
You subscribe.
You pay
No,
for it.
but no, you just look at reviews. If you're really curious, I'm
Yeah.
not giving those hoes my money. Jesus
Yeah.
Christ,
All
that's
right.
insane.
All right, close it.
Can't be doing it.
We gotta stop. I was thinking about this today. I was talking to a friend who has Tinder. You have to like pay for Tinder now, basically, and it's like men put on the hub, do something, get off this platforms where you have to pay bitches for doing nothing.
Bye.
This is
Okay.
insane.
First of all, don't get on the hub. That's the opposite.
Yeah.
Go
Yeah, yeah.
outside.
Just
Yeah, right. Go
People
outside.
in the wild.
Do that, but if you gotta go, just go where
Buy
it's free.
a human-sized butterfly catching net.
Go to Thailand.
Go outside.
Go to the Philippines if you want to spend money.
Go to the
Go-
middle of the country.
Yeah.
Wait for them to
Wait
drop
for
their money
the
out.
money tornado. You'll be fine.
We have got to stop.
It's gonna happen.
I agree with Cole. I mean, again,
I say we. I'm talking about just like this generation of men. We have to be better. We have to be better.
That's true.
yeah. I don't have a horse in the game or
I don't either.
any skin in the game, and I haven't for a very long time. But it does seem to me that it makes more sense to just meet somebody organically. You know, like
Go to a comedy
how
show.
do I do that? How do I meet? Just go out. Like if you're sitting at home tonight doing nothing and you're a single guy, put on your nicest clothes, go to a bar, order a drink, have a set of nuts, go talk to a girl, and don't be a creep.
Yep.
Don't
Don't
get
be weird.
wasted.
Yep.
Just be a normal guy. Be like, hey, it's nice to meet you. This is my name. You want to come back to my house? I'll show you my action figures. I'll tape you up.
Yeah,
Put
that's
you in the
that was a
closet.
crazy
Yeah.
term.
I heard.
I did not know we were
girls
supposed to
being
show
shamed. This is in the book I just read. I don't understand why you don't like
Show
this.
In Atlas Shrugged, he
Yeah.
said I should chain you up.
Yeah.
Show 'em
Why
your
are you-
chain.
Listen, and if
Why
you
are you screaming right now?
if you
This is
are a
supposed to
weird
work.
guy, follow the Ren Fair. Go to a Renaissance festival. You will find your queen.
They're out there, dude.
Yeah.
There's girls playing Magic the Gathering.
Yes.
You can find them.
You have to
They-
go to your two public social events with your interests
Yes.
at the fulcrum.
Yeah, but not AA or NA.
Yeah.
don't go there.
Whatever event that you're going to
Get
go
you a little
to,
sober princess there.
you're going to get back, the level of event that you go to, right?
Yes.
So if you go to
Yes.
Dragon Con, you're going to get a Dragon Con lady.
You're getting,
So you got to be careful of that.
But that
Yeah.
You're
but
just getting swindled,
But
fellas.
again,
That's all.
if that's what you want, that's what you
Then
want.
that's what you want. The heart wants.
But I do
you-
imagine that a lot of the fellas are falling into this cycle, especially in their 30s. I'm sure we go through this emotion every once in a while, where it's like, well, I could go out, but I'll spend money, and I should probably save some money. And then you end up getting high and ordering $50 worth of Chinese food on Uber Eats. And then you're like, well, I am kind of lonely, so you subscribe to some new OnlyFans that you're fired up on, or you spend 30 minutes finding all the leaks or whatever. And so it's like if time is money, you spend all the same amount of money.
Yeah.
Whereas you
Look,
could have just
I'm gonna
went
be
to a
honest.
comedy show,
That's
which
true.
I thought was a great idea.
When I was single, I have subscribed. I've done it. I fell into the trap.
You did do it?
We're
Yeah.
always preaching to ourselves first.
Look,
And
this
then-
is coming from a place of vulnerability. I've done it.
man.
I've done it. And they trick you. They trick you every fucking time. Don't do it.
Don't do it.
How do
Don't
they?
fucking do it.
How are they tricking you?
That well is empty, brother.
Bro, it's
they're
just
just
like
tricking you to subscribe?
Well,
Yeah, it's
or
breadcrumbing.
they're
Yeah.
tricking you.
Well, it's just a
Or
it's
you're
a
getting
glitch.
subscribed and then you're getting swindled.
all of the above.
They taught
It's
us
just-
this in the
Dude,
Matrix.
well, it's
Wait,
just like
it's the girl in the red
Tinder.
dress.
I don't really know how.
Tinder
It works.
has turned into
I don't know what that is.
I don't know how.
It's been like
anything
4
works.
years since I've been on Tinder, 4 or 5 years. But like
I get
when
on
I was,
most days and just go a couple through, and then I go, nah.
that's probably the healthiest way to do it.
It's fine, I guess.
I didn't do it.
If you're
I
gonna
don't
do it, I would suggest Hinge, but I don't know how that is now.
Yeah.
But no, I would get tricked on Tinder. They'd be like, "Ooh, subscribe," and I'm like horny and lonely, and I was probably high on acid at the time.
Wait, so you're meeting girls on Tinder who
yeah.
have OnlyFans?
Correct, but you don't know that.
I'm trying to.
No.
That's a big part of the OF thing is
Yeah,
to
I
go
don't-
on Tinder and be like, you have a chance with
See, I
me.
don't know.
Yeah,
how it works.
it's just breadcrumbs, and,
Right.
and just like as a
That does feel like, golly, if you were a guy, a lonely guy, dude, and you were
Dude,
like,
oh
oh,
my
this
gosh.
beautiful lady is talking to me.
It seems like breadcrumbs, and then you realize it's the poop dollar trick where
Yeah.
you've got
Well,
a
it's
fishing
just
line.
like
probably
I
how
love
many
that trick
guys
so much.
have put a gun in their mouth.
Dude, just
I don't know.
Dude, Tinder dating on acid, that's a choice.
Yeah.
yeah, all
This
right.
looks like a nice
This-
dragon.
This is a whole
That's
ordeal
wild.
that I'd rather not get
Deep.
into right now. We'll save it for another
Save it
episode.
for later.
But there was a point in time where it's
Oh,
like, it's Saturday, I have nothing to do. I'm going to take acid. Oh, wait,
Yeah.
I'm also incredibly lonely. So
remember-
it's like the drugs
Oh,
are like
man.
making me realize this
Oh, yeah.
impending like
That's what I'm
dark
saying.
future I had because I was just sitting at home on probation.
Oh,
just
God,
like,
that's the best. The girls on the other line just like, oh, he seems nice.
He seems
like,
put
literally
together.
just got back from probation. And he's all
it's just like, no, I have money because
I love that.
everything is crumbling around me.
I used to send text messages to my girlfriend at the time when I was on acid, and they were novels. They were insane. They were insane. Like being on the other end of that and DMing chicks on Tinder on acid would be the funniest thing in the world.
I wish I
Just
could
like-
go back and
yeah.
see some of the
Just
things that I
like-
said.
Oh, I bet it's
also
wild.
am glad that
yeah.
hopefully it's gone.
I bet it's just you screaming. I bet it just reads like, ah!
Moody's over here writing Atlas Shrugged too. Take it.
I have a buddy who told me one time that he used to do a lot of acid and then he had to stop because he had gotten to the point where every time he did acid, he just was like, I'm just going to kill myself. I was like,
What?
Yeah, that's not good.
That's not good.
That's
I
not
never
good.
had.
He was
Yeah.
like, no, but I don't want to kill myself. He's like, that's not what was happening. He's like, what was happening was like, I just like would get so high that I'm like, I don't think any of this is real.
yeah.
I'm fine
Oh.
to just fade back
Oh,
into
that's
the
just
void.
like he's
Yeah.
just like ego deathing every weekend.
right,
You
right.
can't do that.
Yeah.
I'll just kill myself.
That's-
Nothing is
Yeah.
real.
You do need some
is-
ego.
Yeah.
The
you need a
ego
little bit.
protects you.
Right.
It is like it is. You need some.
You need a little
gotta
bit.
have it.
You got to keep it in check, but you got to have
Yeah.
it.
Keep it in check, liberals.
That's why you got to find a woman who will keep you in check.
Dude, speaking of seppuku, Japanese,
Stabbing in the gut.
Dude,
Civil.
yeah, this guy in Britain, I just wanted to bring it up. He dies separating frozen hamburgers with a knife.
Oh, did he slice
He
himself?
accidentally
Yeah, have you ever tried to
himself.
separate frozen hamburgers? It's rough.
I could
dude.
see how you could. How
Yeah,
you
he
could like,
seppuku'd himself by separating hamburgers.
You gotta cut
Killed
away.
himself.
and he
Yeah.
died.
You got to
that's
cut
what
away.
Brings
people.
us to our sponsor, Wendy's.
Oh,
Wendy's fresh, never frozen hamburgers. Don't want to commit seppuku. Go to
Accidental
Wendy's.
seppuku.
Jeez Louise.
Not at a Wendy's, you won't.
Not at Wendy's.
ways to die.
Here at Wendy's, if anybody's seppukuing themselves, it's because they meant to, brother.
The same restaurant that had the toe or whatever in the chili.
Yeah.
I think it was a pinky finger or a
I
thumb.
thought it was a thumb.
Thumb,
I think it was
baby.
Either way.
one digit.
I
or
thought it might have been
That's
a
the
little
hand toe.
one
That's the
knuck.
thumb.
Yeah.
Golly, dude.
That's the first.
It was
Yeah.
a plot. It was a plot.
Yeah, it was all just a
Oh, yeah.
lawsuit. They were trying to.
Collect.
They were trying to get a
I
lawsuit.
can get you a toe by
After
3
the-
o'clock.
Damn.
After
You-
the McDonald's
I
coffee
believe
thing,
you.
probably. Maybe.
Did you see
Inspired
that?
Big Lebowski.
Yeah, isn't that
They're
wild?
not. Is that real? I mean,
The
I
lady
saw
burned
an article.
herself?
No. I saw an article the other day, and I don't know if this is real. Somebody might want to fact check me before I just.
The name of this
Yeah,
podcast
well,
could be I
throw
don't
it
know
out
if this
there.
is real.
Throw it out there and we'll throw it back.
Something
Yeah.
that like the CEO of McDonald's was like, we don't serve hot coffee anymore.
No.
Like we don't do it. Like they're gonna stop serving.
'Cause there's
hot
so
coffee,
many people
they've had
dropping
there's been like
laps.
65 lawsuits.
Lawsuits.
Yeah, because these people are dumb as hell.
See,
They're like,
that's
oh,
They
true.
do make it extremely hot, dude. It's unbelievable.
it is, but it's also killing all the bacteria.
Dumb sperm. Oh, dumb people sperm.
No, it would thrive.
Who knows? It may not be true.
Well,
but
it's not-
there
2
have been a
degrees
bunch
cooler
of
than your
lawsuits.
body is.
Oh,
weird.
that's right, that's
there's
right,
a
that's
lot
right.
of websites
That's why it's on the outside.
about why McDonald's continues to make its coffee so damn hot. There's a lot of
Whose
websites.
bit was that back in the day? Like, I don't think we should kill anybody, but we could take all the warning labels off of stuff and just see what happens. Do you guys remember that? It's a
No,
great, it
but
was great.
that sounds great.
It was very smart. And it was funny first, smart later.
Apologies, guys. I probably got tricked by the internet.
Oh,
Yeah,
See,
dude,
Walk
it's
us through it.
easy to get tricked.
You gotta navigate
Well,
these
here's the
waters.
thing. It just sticks in your brain, and then if I don't go to the comments, I'm like,
let's see what the fellas on 4chan are saying about
You
it.
gotta have a compass.
Never mind, it's just slurs.
never mind. It's
You gotta have a
just
compass. You gotta have a compass.
Penis.
you need a compass.
True north.
That's
But
true.
here's the thing: they
4chan.
have been. They're being sued.
I've never been on. I just look like somebody who frequents.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. Reading this. This is from the perspective of someone who's like, why is it so hot? I could get behind that. It's 207 degrees.
Holy crap! Yeah, that's ridiculous.
That's pretty hot.
That's really
Why does it
hot.
have to be that?
Because it's made of dirt. It's just
It's
just
hiding
shit dirt from
yeah,
Honduras.
it's, you
melted
have to
dirt.
hide the fucking god awful
They're hoping
taste.
you'll burn your mouth a little bit and then be like, I always just get McDonald's coffee. I like how it
Oh, yeah.
doesn't taste like anything.
That's where the poop goes.
That's where the poop
They burn it,
goes.
so you can't taste it.
Dude, if this
Burn it.
episode's called "We Figured Out Where the Poop Goes,"
we figured
I would like to
out
give
where
some-
the poop
people will
goes.
think that we planned it.
I'd
dude.
like to give some
do
clarity because I did do some more research. The poop does go to a municipal sort of water
Filtration center.
right? And then it's treated, and then it's put back into like a larger body of water, like a lake or an ocean.
And
Yeah,
fish
like Lanier.
poop.
Yeah.
Fish
And,
like
then,
poop.
and then we pull water from that, so it is inevitably the circle of life, but it's not as direct as
Right, which is fine because, like, you know, eventually groundwater is going to make its way into the atmosphere and it's going to rain.
Yeah.
And so there's a natural filtration.
It's the circle, the circle.
Oh,
That's
man.
good, fellas.
Dude, that is a weird thought that I had a long time ago that me and my buddy were talking about, that at some point we would have drinking Jesus's pee. Yeah. No, I mean, it is true. Like, the water that was back then has just been
healing
recycled and recycled over and over again, and it has probably reached others' mouths or
Yeah, I mean,
or
at this point, we've probably
water.
drank a little bit of everyone's pee in history.
Probably.
Hitler pee,
I mean,
Yep.
I don't. Does water?
Genghis Khan's pee.
Genghis Khan.
That can't be true though.
It's calm.
Water has to
Genghis Khan.
go away.
Genghis
right?
Khan.
I don't know.
Genghis Khan. What'd you say, dummy? I didn't hear it, but I felt a tingle in my dumbass meat.
I just
I
say
said
things.
that can't be true, right? I said water has to go away. Right?
No, it's just been like matter can't be created
Nor
or
destroyed,
destroyed,
yeah.
right?
Wow, dude, I
That's
didn't know
true.
that. I was
That's
homeschooled,
true.
guys.
That's true.
Yeah, he was. Oh, yeah,
Sorry
that's
about
right.
but
man.
yeah, I
You
mean,
can't just zap it.
it would be like
Just,
it would just turn into a new
Chemical.
it'd be vapor, or
Yeah.
it'd be
yeah.
Yeah,
or-
but then what if then you zap the vapor?
I don't.
Okay.
I, don't know. I mean,
Well,
this
now
is-
you're talking about splitting atoms.
Let's
and that's
zap it.
that's
Then you get
going to
nuclear,
cause
yeah.
explosions.
Ah.
Yeah,
They
this,
get like quarks.
what's up?
So then, yeah, man.
Yeah,
Like
dude.
quarks.
Yeah.
Yeah, physics.
What if-
Oh,
Or-
oh.
I don't know.
Not
Quantum
wine
me-
corks.
Quantum mechanics. Yeah,
Yeah,
quarks.
yeah.
Yeah.
What
What if that's
Just cork it up, dude. Put a cork in it. I was
Get
like,
it? Physics?
it's like,
Question mark.
Dude, we're surfing the web in real time.
in real time right now?
This is how like every man's like rabbit holes begin.
Oh, yeah.
Like
Yeah.
first
Wait
it's
a
like
minute,
what?
women need to be in the kitchen. Now we're talking about
now we're talking
Now we're
about
talking about
molecular
Yeah.
structures
How
and
does
what
water
happens.
work?
Dude, I love it.
And we got the homeschool man toddler over here basically toddler questioning, like, why? Well, this. Why?
Can't
Well,
zap
Listen, listen. What
You can
if
zap it.
what if you could attribute? That's
Yeah.
a funny thing. What if you could attribute all of the miracles post Jesus to just somebody having a glass of water that was Jesus's piss?
that
Shit,
had-
dude.
it had
Magic
just
water.
enough
Holy
of the
shit, dude.
essence of
That's
Christ.
That's crazy to think you had
Oh,
glasses
wow.
back then.
Yeah,
just
no, yeah.
or maybe not
Oh, it'd
glass,
be
whatever,
like-
just a handful.
It was a
whatever.
vase.
Jesus,
It was
Pete.
a, it was like
Clay
a
mug,
handful.
Whatever.
Yeah, dude.
Just like, oh,
Your baby doesn't
Young
like
buck.
this.
The
dude.
wonderful
He's-
sound of a young loser.
That's what's up.
He's a good boy.
oh, we should talk about the cat too. I found the cat.
I mean, you should go
Garfunkel.
get
Yeah.
the cat. I haven't seen your dumb cats in a minute.
I don't want to go get the cat.
They're
That doesn't make any
fine,
sense.
fine.
They'll
But
fight
it
each
does.
other.
It doesn't. They're not going to fight.
Not if I'm holding it.
They're not going to fight
I'm
because
kicking
your
your
cats
cats
are afraid of us.
No, but they're gonna fight. Well, I can't keep
Yeah.
these.
I mean, that could
It
be
might
the
be
first clip
cool
to go
to
viral.
see-
Fighting
yeah,
cats
might-
on a podcast.
Might need to happen. They need to get broken in. It's like a gang initiation.
Yeah, but Garfunkel is defenseless.
Garfunkel
I
doesn't
feel
have
like
any claws.
He's
dude.
got skills though.
He's got the mitts.
Yeah.
He has been outside in the wild. So I was wrapping things up around the house last night.
It's not a podcast, dude. You're shutting down the homestead.
What? I'm tired.
He's
I'm
talking about last night.
explaining.
No, I know, but wrapping it up is such a. I was wrapping things up.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was doing the
winding down for
dishes
bed.
and putting all the toys away. What the fuck are you talking about? People who have responsibilities will know what I'm talking about. I was finishing the things I needed to do before I went to bed.
It's called
Excuse me.
chores, brother.
Fair.
And
I'm
it
not
was
questioning what you were doing.
it was raining outside, and as I walked by, I got some French doors over here to the backyard. As I walked by those French doors,
Ooh la
I
la.
saw in one of the little windows, I saw this little kitty cat outside. I said, "Oh, damn!" And occasionally, there's like a mill. There's like a kitty mill down the road. So like there's stray cats everywhere in the neighborhood. So I was like, it's just one of these stray cats. I was like, but I'll open the door up and see if he'll let me pet him or whatever. And I opened the door up, and this cat just was like, "Thank you."
Yep.
Came right in my house.
My house.
And
Totally my house.
he's just like a big orange cat. He looks like Garfield, and he's very friendly. And he had a collar on, and he's been declawed. If anybody out there, that guy from Boston who watches the podcast, if this is your cat, dude, let us know, dude. We'll ship him back. We'll ship him back to Boston.
He might have sent his cat down.
Damn.
Oh, my God.
No, I wouldn't.
But yeah, so we got
We
to
will
figure
mail
out.
your cat. dude.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't even endorse that kind of humor. That's sick.
How dare
That
you?
kind of Boston, that kind of Boston related.
That kind of Dropkick Murphys related humor?
Dude, he looks like the cat from Men in Black, the one that had, because he has the ball
he's got
chain on the necklace.
bell.
That's true.
Yeah, he might be autonomous, dude. Might
Could be.
like a
I could have
little
put an
alien.
alien into that.
God,
He's not a Tesla. What do you mean? He's a superior alien being
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
with the universe on his
He's a
necklace.
drone cat.
Autonomous is funny.
Separate
He's a
from
drone-
all the other
yeah.
cats.
Yeah.
After looking at him for a second, I do
He's
think
like-
that cat drives itself around.
Yeah, he's a Terminator cat.
it's got a 9 to 5.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta let this cat back outside. It's
It's
gotta get
gotta
back to its
work.
job, dude. If it misses any more days, he's getting
Dude,
fired.
the bakery is shutting down.
Kitty mill, he works there. What's the
Yeah.
kitty mill again? Explain that.
Well, I don't really know. I just hear people talk. So we've already.
You're saying cats be fucking.
Well, yeah, we've already rescued one kitten. Taylor found
this
a
dickhead
kitten.
over here?
No.
Oh.
These are our cats. We paid money for them.
Oh, damn.
But we got like a little tiny kitten one time that was just like out and about. My brother-in-law still has that, but that came from there is a cat breeder, like a place where you could go and buy kittens, like just down the road before
Okay.
where my neighborhood is. So there's
I
like
see.
that marina place
Yeah.
down there. There's like a kitten place. I don't know, dude. It sounds sketchy. I've been
Yeah.
back there before, and it doesn't seem like the kind of place where they'd be doing anything good.
they're just watching two cats fucking and setting loose a bunch of litters of
kittens. Yeah, I
kittens.
don't know.
Unhooking
wow.
them.
Yeah, they unhook them.
Like people with those green visors and freaking smoking cigarettes and stuff,
Yeah.
counting money and stuff.
Yeah.
That'd be sick.
I'll tell you, it doesn't feel American.
It doesn't feel American. Oh, yeah.
I'll just say that. It doesn't
Dang.
feel American.
Doesn't feel totally American. Or it
Hey,
feels
capital
like,
markets, baby.
I'm not saying
It's a
anything
free
about
market.
and in that way,
Race or color, it
It
just
feels-
doesn't feel
just,
American.
but because of that, somehow it also feels the most American.
Yeah.
Which is cool. This is the land of the free for now.
And I think TJ said he's taking this cat home. He's going to raise it.
I don't think I said that.
And treat it like his own, dude.
Yeah.
And it's about time, honestly, dude.
He needs a son.
It's the next step towards you just.
This cat's
That's
probably
true.
14 years old, dude. No,
What
just-
was
he's probably
his
fine.
name?
Just joking. He's not 14.
I liked Garfunkel. That was
Garfunkel's
good.
Yeah, Garfunkel's pretty tight.
Dude,
I
his
like
name is
that.
Garfunkel.
Yes.
He is red
He's
like,
got the funk.
like Garfield, but
That's
he's
awesome.
he's
That's
a
a
little
great
funkier.
name.
Yeah, no, he's Garfunkel.
Great harmonies too.
Like a bridge over troubled waters.
I thought you were gonna do. I've come to look for America, but
What is this? So, like, what? Is that World War One?
it's Simon and Garfunkel.
Simon and Garfunkel.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
the boy's namesake.
I know, but
I think Bridge Over Troubled Water
I was never a fan.
Did they also sing the
Originally
Hello
there, so I don't
Darkness?
remember.
Now?
Yeah.
I always equate Simon and Garfunkel to the two guys
Scarborough Fair.
that had the tigers.
Ooh, yeah, dude.
Magicians?
They're the same to me.
Well, hold on. Who was that?
That's Sigmund.
Sigmund
Freud.
That's Sigmund Freud. That's their
No, no, no.
basically
No, not Sigmund Freud.
No,
Sigmund.
Sigmund and
Yeah, that's so funny.
Jesus,
Oh,
man.
my God,
Dude.
Let's see AI do this.
Yeah.
motherfucker.
Yeah, dude.
Sigmund and it is something too close to Sigmund Freud that it's like they did it on purpose. I think
Oh, Freed.
Sigmund and Freed.
Yeah, Sigmund Freed.
Lion kill.
No, tiger. Wasn't it a tiger?
Oh, whatever. Tiger.
Attacks.
Yeah, tiger.
Magician.
Kill.
Gay magicians. I don't think he killed. I don't think anybody got killed. I think he got maimed.
Siegfried and Roy.
Siegfried and
Oh,
Roy.
wow. Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, dude, those guys can't harmonize for shit.
Siegfried and Roy? No, they suck.
No, but they are the same as Simon
But
and
they're
Garfunkel.
different. They're so different.
But it's the same energy. It's the same fucking vibe, and you know it. That's why you
No,
all laughed.
no.
That's why you laughed.
I laughed because it was peak dumb.
And then I just immediately agreed with you.
You're totally
I was
right.
like, yep, you're right. Sigmund Freud.
I like to base my ideas on instinct rather than thought.
A whole lot of this gobbledygook thought getting in the way.
I will say, I've been staring at that hook for a long time. There's this metal hook that looks like you could
What do you think? What do you think we do
stripper
with
pole.
that?
Swing. I mean, I imagine it's also for hanging
it's a-
plants, but it's a wild place to hang a
There's work.
plant.
Swing would have been correct.
You have a little sex swing for that?
No, not a sex swing, brother. Why would I have a sex swing in
I'm
my
sorry,
living room?
love-making swing.
I have a
Yeah.
child. That is a
Yeah, but they go to bed.
just an indoor like big pillow sort of like wide swing that you can just like sit in and he can sit in and
Yeah,
watch.
you can have sex.
But we took it down because it's pretty chaotic right now with the little baby. So
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, him running all over the place.
I'm gonna tell you guys this. Speaking of, we were talking about S&G, Simon and Garfunkel. I've been hitting people. I've been hitting people with this bit of information here recently. Heavy. Do you guys know Hall & Oates?
Ooh, yeah.
That's not their name.
What? Daryl Hall?
They're not Hall
And
&
the
Oates.
Oates?
It's just Daryl Hall and John Oates. It's always just been
What?
Daryl Hall and John Oates. It's never been Hall & Oates. They've never put a
Really?
record as Hall & Oates.
That is
crazy.
wild. I've only known them as Hall & Oates.
Yeah.
It's wild.
And yeah, same.
Everyone calls them Hall & Oates,
God.
but it's a little mind melter of a factoid for sure. When you brought it to my attention, I was like in a pretty deep depression for a couple of days.
It'll shake you to your core. You're like, what am I?
Yeah,
Do I
dude.
know you anymore?
Does-
Ride a
Does
Yeah.
Sarah smile even, or was that a lie too? Is
Yeah,
Sarah smiling
she
or
smiled.
not? Is Sarah even her
Doesn't sing
name?
like that.
Come on, dude.
Who knows, man? Who knows anything anymore?
As far as I'm concerned, it's Hall & Oates. You guys change it.
He has a really cool studio where they play live music out of and invite
Talking about
friends.
Daryl's house?
Yeah, Daryl's
Yeah.
house. Yeah, pretty tight.
I haven't watched Daryl's house in a while.
It's cool.
He had
It's-
Fall Out Boy on when I was in high school.
yeah, I didn't care much for that. Don't care for that.
Well, I did. In
In high school, I probably was fired up about it, but not anymore, dude. I've changed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
People change.
People change, dude. Instead of listening to Fall Out Boy, I listened to Atlas
Smiths.
Shrugged.
Yeah. Atlas Shrugged.
Did Atlas
The
Shrugged?
the
or is
summary.
that alive, dude?
Well, it is kind of a lie because
Yeah.
it's abridged.
Yeah.
That's true.
You can't help that.
It's
You
just
didn't
shorthand.
know.
It's the elevator pitch of Atlas Shrugged. that
You
you're
didn't
getting
know?
into.
Which is, like I said, 15 hours.
It seems like a very verbose book.
You really can't fault a man
Yeah.
for not knowing.
Ayn
Yeah.
Rand, she had some things to say.
About chaining ladies up
You're right. Dude, that's so
and
wild.
eating pussy.
Yeah.
Well, that-
Oh,
I mean,
man.
that's good, clean fun.
It's good, clean
for the
fun.
most part.
Chaining a lady up and eating her pussy.
I mean, really,
If it's her idea.
if it's-
Listen,
yeah.
that's what you tell them. You go out to the bar, you find
Okay.
a nice sweet lady, you say, I want to chain you up and
Yeah.
eat your pussy.
That's right.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
literally like
It's like Shark Attack 3. Have you seen? You guys all seen Shark Attack 3? That scene? Where he's like, I'm kind of tired, but I'm also kind of wired. What do you say we go back to your place and let me eat your pussy?
Let me eat
Oh
your
my
pussy. I haven't seen
God.
that
It's
scene.
crazy. Dude.
Oh, wow.
Just
Well, did it work?
Yeah.
He eats a
It
brilliant for
immediately
sure.
clips to like
Nice.
an intense love-making scene.
Oh wow.
I saw a guy on a train the other day, a video of a guy on a train eating a sucker, like one of those little
A lollipop?
but like a little Tootsie Pop, the circular whatever, and he's eating it like this. He's just like,
No.
Aren't all
Oh my
lollipops
God.
circular?
What?
No. He's
do
saying
that?
like a ball, like a spherical.
and he's just like wrapping his tongue
Instead
around,
of,
and he's
like-
like, it was like an older gentleman, and then he would stop and he would.
Wait, hold on.
What?
So you saw this in real life?
No, it was a video.
Oh, video.
Yeah.
I've been leaning on you for a long time.
That would be crazy.
Sorry.
on me.
When you're not strong.
This goddamn couch,
Hey.
man.
It's a leansy couch.
Dude, you just want to go to
Snuggle town.
Wake up.
Yeah, that's wild to just be putting your skill set out there like that, old man.
I mean, that's cool, dude. Let
the world know
You gotta
you're
put it on,
let
you
us,
gotta put it on display, dude.
You know,
You gotta put it on display.
freak flag fly.
With me, baby girl, it takes about 150 licks to get to this end of the Tootsie Pop.
What do y'all think about this video circling around from Diddy's Freak Off where Kevin Hart is in the bathroom with some ladies and one of the ladies' hair catches on fire and he starts laughing hysterically?
I have not seen
No,
that. That sounds
really?
amazing.
None of you seen this video?
No.
I got a feeling
I can't believe I'm the first.
What
Sean
happened?
P. Diddy Combs is going to get sad in prison, and
Hey, don't you think
He's on
that-
suicide
hearts are
watch
gonna
right
fall
now.
asleep.
Yeah, there's been other
dude.
people on suicide
I really
watch.
don't want that
Yeah.
to happen. I seriously don't want that to happen.
I don't either. But
You think it's gonna happen? They put him on suicide watch. It's like, come on.
if I know anything
I
about,
think it is the
P.
same
Diddy-
guys.
Oh yeah.
That's what I've heard, that it's the same
It's
team.
it probably is.
The same crack
New
team.
York.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where Epstein went to jail in
Epstein.
New York. So, yeah, you got to think, dude. P. Diddy, there's no way a guy like that is like, well, if I go down, I'm
Right.
all the
No,
way to
no,
key.
he-
No, I mean, he's gonna be like,
there's
let me tell you about.
Yeah.
Well, no, like
Will
Jay-Z's
Smith.
under investigation now because of Diddy. Diddy's like, he's doing fucked up shit too.
Yeah,
Who is?
Jay-Z?
Mr.
Oh,
Carter.
Jay-Z? Oh, really?
Yeah.
No way.
Ho.
Yeah.
I sent TJ.
I'm
a
ready
thing.
for Beyonce and them to go down.
Same,
They've
dude.
been sitting on their ivory towers for far too long.
Dude, Jay-Z's
Far
got
too long.
99 problems, dog.
He's about to, and
Yeah, he was
felony
right. And
arrest
none
is
of his
gonna be
bitches.
one.
Yeah, no.
It's real problems.
No, actually, it
like
is now.
racketeering.
Bitches is the problem now. It's the
I-
one problem.
It could be.
He didn't have that problem. Now he's got that problem.
I sent TJ a thing.
Allegedly.
I sent-
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Allegedly. Sorry, I got to cover. I gotta,
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
If Hove is innocent, we wish you well. All the best.
Who?
Hove.
Jay-Z.
Oh, right. Yeah.
But I sent TJ this thing that said that for the past 10 years, 50 Cent has been making a documentary about P. Diddy.
I can't.
Really?
Yeah, for the past 10
Dude,
years.
50 Cent
He sold
is
it
the
to
best.
50 Cent is
Netflix
the
like a
man.
couple of weeks ago. Or
No, he
yeah. There's going to be this like massive 50 Cent
But it-
funded like
Dude,
docu-series
no way.
About this
Protect-
stuff?
this. Yeah.
Protect 50.
Protect 50, dude.
Dude, he's a
man,
billion.
dude.
Dude,
Yeah.
Mini
he's
man,
a
dude.
billionaire, bro.
He's been shot 10 times already before. 9
Yeah,
times.
well-
Whatever
Take
it
him
was.
down.
Yeah,
I'm
but
saying
after selling vitamin water,
Rich people get whacked too. I'm
Well,
saying
Rarely.
you are uncovering some potentially wild things.
yeah, but once you got billies in the bank, man, you got you got protection.
But
Yeah.
I'm
Got
saying
protection.
do a good job. Protect 50.
I'm also
I think
saying
50's got Coca-Cola behind him, too. Isn't he like an investor in vitamin water?
he
was, for
owns
sure.
vitamin
He was.
water
He
and
was,
sold
dude.
vitamin
Sold it.
water.
Yeah, see? He's got big
But
Coca-Cola behind
Eminem
him.
also sang about
Diddy.
Diddy
Yeah, in like a new song.
killing Tupac.
Oh, yeah.
And it
right.
now that's like a legit thing.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're looking into it.
Dude, if they hang Pac on Diddy, that would be wild.
I mean, I'm pretty sure. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure it's like
weird
that is just
YouTube
like what happened.
conspiracy.
It would
I
go
would always
off,
go
dude.
from 9/11 to Tupac and Diddy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
and if they pin it on, because the popular thought, right, is that Diddy paid
So and so
Suge Knight.
Suge Knight like $1 million to
and Suge Knight.
whack off.
Whoa, whack him off
Yeah, Tupac.
to knock him off
Haha.
or to whack him.
Kane
One of the
Tanaka.
two. If you're whacking him off,
Right, that's
a hand job.
Yeah.
That's hand jobs.
Yeah, that's
Just think of some white guy trying to be gangster. He's like,
Yeah.
"Yo, we gotta whack this guy off.
I think that is.
Well, one's a good beat and one's a
You
bad
want
beat.
me to do what? to Tupac
Yeah.
Shakur.
What did he hired? He's on the phone. He's like, "Yeah, I whacked him off. He came everywhere." And he's like, "No, dude, I made you $1 million to
Damn,
kill him."
dude.
And he's like,
I don't know. I've been to your parties. You said it weird. I got confused.
It's like I thought that was like a weird request, huh? Like, as I was doing it.
I should have asked a couple
I should
questions.
have clarified.
That's my bad, dude. I'll get him tomorrow.
Or he did tell Suge Knight to whack off Tupac, and then Suge Knight killed him.
Oh yeah, dude. It could have been for his birthday.
Shit.
What the fuck, dude? I'm just a freak.
I was just trying to
I
help
wanted
my
you to
homeboy
jack
come.
him off.
I gave you baby oil, dude. What did you think I wanted
So
you
much
to do?
baby oil. Which, oh, by the way, was a hilarious joke by TJ Nickerson, dude.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah. Don't spoil the joke right now.
Yeah.
You gotta
sorry.
come. You gotta
Just a
come
shout
see
out.
it.
Come see it live.
Come see it live.
Just a
shout.
vague shout out. I appreciate the kind words. It's very
Yeah.
nice.
And I'll tell you, I
That's a
sat
fun
in
bit.
I sat in a room and watched 7 black comedians all do Diddy, and none of them were as funny as that dude.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
I was in fact the only normal white guy who went, and I was the only person who didn't talk about Diddy. I had
Oh,
nothing
really?
Diddy related.
No Diddy stuff.
Wait, was this? Are you talking about the Saturday night mic?
Yeah, Shep's
Nice. Hell
The
yeah.
elusive Shep Mike.
Shep's
The elusive
mic.
shit. TJ, did you make you down there?
No,
I was the lone
Twerk
Oh, you were the
loser.
one. That's what I thought.
lone
Okay,
loser.
Yeah.
And all indications that we were represented well by a lone loser.
Oh,
so
yeah, of course.
So that's good, unless Zach's a liar, which I doubt.
I know. That's
I'm sure Shep will probably.
Drop it in the comments, Shep.
Shep said that you came and destroyed.
Oh no!
Oh, did you talk to him?
Yeah,
Praise God.
because I told him I wasn't sure if I was going to be able to do the mic or not, and I never got around to giving him a clear answer because I'm an idiot.
Nice.
My bad,
Nice.
Shep.
Well.
So I hit him up and apologized for not being very communicative.
Yeah, I had a pretty good
Whatever the
set. It
word
was
is.
a lot of fun, and I'll continue. I think I've said this on previous episodes, and in fact, the one where we rode down to Shep's mic.
Yeah.
I
that's
like
right.
Shep. I like this show. I think that it's got like a supportive energy.
Yeah, it's good
Right.
energy. Yeah, good
Yeah.
energy.
Yeah.
It's been that way every single time, except for the one time that I went by myself,
Oh, no.
and it was dying a slow death for 10 minutes.
I can imagine
For
that
10 whole minutes.
if the room isn't right. Yeah.
But you said there were normies were there?
Yeah,
were
there
regular
was a
people?
handful.
Civilians?
Like there were some people.
It looked
who,
like a packed room.
there were some people who came for the comedy.
That's you
Yes.
love to hear that.
They got there early. They brought food.
Yeah.
There was like 5 or 6 of them.
Look,
Good people.
Shep's
Yeah.
clearly
Yeah.
been putting in the work,
Yeah.
getting the word out,
Yep.
doing the right thing, and you love to see it work.
Get out there and go to Shep's Mic. If you live down in the Emory area, just Google Shep's Mic.
I don't think that'll
That's
come
not
up.
it.
I
It's
think
Schoolhouse Brewery.
Schoolhouse Brewery.
Schoolhouse.
The gymnasium.
Gymnasium.
There's 2
Saturdays.
Schoolhouse breweries. There's one in Marietta or Alpharetta or
Yeah,
something
this
like
is
that.
this
the one
is
in
Decatur,
Yeah.
Emory.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's cool. Should be fun. Moody's got the skull tonight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
dude, going to the skull, man.
I'm
He's
going
gonna-
tomorrow night.
He's gonna.
I am. I'm gonna talk about mummies.
You
Yeah.
gonna hit him?
Give them that mummy
No,
business.
I'm gonna do some new stuff, but yeah, I don't. Yeah, it'll be interesting.
That'll be
see.
fun.
Get
See what the
the
libs
clip.
think
Get the
about
clip.
my stuff. Yeah, I'll get the clip.
You guys want to plug some dates here at the end?
Yeah, plug-in day.
I'll be at Freedom Brew and Shine
Every Wednesday.
Mike,
Every Wednesday until someone
Yeah.
important notices me.
Yeah.
continually
Just
until
kidding.
this takes off.
Until Daddy tells me I can go up to Tennessee and
Come
play a
on,
big show.
Dad.
Yeah, that's right.
See?
Dude, I just want
Yeah.
to be on the same stage as Daniel Delano. How did that feel, Cole?
Oh, it was great. It was
Daniel
awesome.
Delano's awesome.
We have
Great
been on the
stuff.
same stage as Daniel Delano.
Have we?
Yeah,
Where
But
did we
that
go?
was an open mic.
a bunch of times.
Well, you
open
guys
mics.
said I haven't. I don't remember if I have.
I had an
Probably
open
not.
mic for sure.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Sure, that's what I'm saying.
That dude is
Yeah,
very, very funny. Shout out
Dude,
to local
shout out
comedian.
Daniel Delano.
Yeah,
dude.
Delano's
That
awesome,
dude's
dude.
gonna make it.
Follow that guy.
He's great.
He's got the thing.
Dude, he's
Very-
got he's grinding.
As long as he doesn't get kidnapped, dude.
It's true.
Yeah, 'cause
He
you
is a-
People
never
get
know.
kidnapped.
He is a kidnapped.
All
police.
across
You
this
never
country.
know.
Not the biggest, heaviest guy. so
Exact.
he
Look-
could get swiped.
You could get swiped. Look at everybody in the camera in the eye and tell them that you're not going to be the one that does it.
Oh yeah.
He can't do it.
No.
Won't.
If I catch it, I mean, if the opportunity presents itself, I'll snatch it.
Yeah, and you'll treat him well. I mean, you're gonna be a good guy.
I'll chain him up and eat his pussy.
Oh man,
Awesome.
this is the weirdest Django Unchained I've ever seen.
Dude, the next time Zach sees Daniel Delano, he's gonna be like, "Have you seen Shark Attack 3?"
Oh yes.
Oh God.
He's good fun. I mean, how?
I think.
Where are we at?
That's it,
How
dude.
do we make it any better?
We
than that?
can be done. 1 hour and 13
Shut
minutes.
it down after
Hey,
Thanks, guys.
thanks,
Thanks.
guys.
We continue to love and support you.
Thank
guys.
you guys. Love you. Mwah.
Yeah,
Bye.
Later, losers.
This episode.